All right guys, welcome back to Tech Tip Tuesday. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet, but it's very important. So this weekend we had the Nova on the dyno at Redline Motorsports. You'll see a full video of that coming here real quick. And it kind of reminded me of something that I learned a while ago, and we encountered it, and it can be a huge problem. And if you've never ran into it or nobody's ever told you, it just might be something that passes your mind or you don't think about or just don't know. And definitely can leave you scratching your head and frustrated. Spark plugs. So spark plugs, as you know, have porcelain right here. The porcelain isn't just for looks or for pretty, it is to keep the spark plug so that the path of energy goes right to the spark plug wire and doesn't arc anywhere. I was told this several times years ago and it always kind of sticks in my head. If you drop a spark plug pulling it out of a package, you should probably just throw it away. They'll get these real small micro fractures, and sometimes you can see them and sometimes you can't. And what happens is, as they heat up, they just break all the way. And that's the same reason why they're packaged so well in cardboard. You know, when you pull them out of the package, if you drop them, nobody wants to actually throw it away. And it might not always be broken, but the amount of headache that it can cause. For instance, we had this on the dyno, and we made a pull, I think it was like 20 pounds or something. It made 1,339 to the tires. So we decided we were going to put a fresh set of plugs and check out the heat on the plug and see where the timing and everything was at. So we put a fresh set of plugs in, and as I was tightening the last one, this car has a little bit of weird headers, and I didn't have my normal spark plug tool because I left it at home on accident. And I thought I heard a little bit of a crack or whatever, but I wasn't sure. I was like, nah, I must be hearing things. And the next pull on the dyno, which we were going to put a little bit more boost to, it literally dropped 300 horsepower. And I'm like, holy cow, what's going on? It was, you know, spitting fuel and fire out the side of it. And I was like, I bet it's that spark plug. Pull it out, sure enough, had a crack on each side, and that was causing it to arc, and it just lost that cylinder completely. So same thing happens when you drop them, and it can be a huge headache. You can be chasing it around, changing plug wires and coils and thinking you have a bad injector and all these different things. Especially if you're not on a dyno, it's really confusing. So rule of thumb, if you drop a plug when it's not in a package, just throw it away. If you have problems, check them. I see it several times a year where people crack the porcelain and they're chasing it for weeks and weeks and races, and the cars just run like crap. And then they just to go change the plugs later on and find it. So if you do have an issue where you feel like you're down a cylinder, check the plugs also. You'd be surprised how many times it's cracked porcelain. That's it for today's Tech Tip Tuesday. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because that's all you need to know. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys have ideas, drop them in the comments below. We would love to hear from you so we can do content on things that help you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys next time.